Hello everyone, I'm Sil, and this is part 9 of my video series, The Best Way to Learn English. In the last video, I gave you a few ideas on how you can find some good input, because in the video before that, I explained that input was extremely important. You need a lot of input, like crazy amounts of input. But also, as much as possible, you should use real input. And what I mean by that is input where you're interested in the message, the content, not only because it's English, but you're doing something in English to arrive at the message, the content itself. So for example, if you're watching a movie, then it should be a movie that you're interested in the story. You want to know what the characters are saying to each other. If this story was in your own native language, you would still want to see it. If you think, oh, in my language, I would not watch this, but it's English, so I'm going to watch it. That is not real English. It's not relevant to you. You have no interest in it. You don't care about the communication of that English. You're using it to study. And it's okay to do that sometimes, and use textbooks and so on. But as much as possible, you should try to do things that even in your own language you would do, but just change the language to English and do it in English. This way, you accomplish the same goal, right? You watch the story, but instead of watching it in Italian or Hungarian or in Russian or in Portuguese, you're watching the story in English. But at the end of the story, you have the same satisfaction that you get when you watch a movie, or if you read a book, or if you read a magazine. Okay, so you want real communication. That's what you're trying to get. So in this video, I'd like to go one step farther and say, instead of just getting input, which is great, and you need that, of course, you need a lot, but as much as possible, try to live in English, okay? Try to live in English. This means to bring English into your life as much as possible. Make it something that you use to accomplish daily activities. Things that you normally do in your own language, try to switch it to English as much as you can. Here's some examples. In the last video, I talked about recipes. Well, I included it here because this is a prime example of how you can take something that you do normally every day in your own language and you change the language to English, but you continue to do the same thing. So if you like to cook, or if you need to cook, look up some recipes in English and follow the recipe in English. Of course, if you need a dictionary to look up some words, use one, but try to follow the recipe in English. Don't translate everything to your language and then follow that. Translate a few words if you need to, using a dictionary, but follow the recipe in English. If you do this every day, you're going to understand recipe English very quickly. A few weeks, and you'll be able to talk about recipes very easily, probably. So recipes, that's one way of doing something practical, something that you need to do in your life anyway, but you do it in English instead of your native language, okay? My second suggestion, which I also mentioned in the last video, I know, but anyway, slow, easy English news. These videos are there to help you do something real, which is get the news. The news is real, it's topical, it's timely. Usually it's sometimes the same day that the actual event happened. Maybe it might be 1 day or 2 days later, but this news is real news, and if you are interested in news, then this is a great way to practice your listening, to improve your listening by doing something real, which is getting the news. So that's another way to live in English, okay? Another way is Windows. If you are, now Windows, I could also say OS X, okay? If you are using a computer, which if you're watching YouTube or my website, you're probably using a computer. But if you're using a computer, you are probably using Windows, or if you have a Mac, you're using OS X or whatever they use. I don't know now. But if you are looking at the menus, or if you go to Control Panel, what language is that? Is it in your language or is it in English? If it's in your language, then you're not learning that, which is something that you use every day. You're not learning the English for that. So now, if you can switch languages, great. Do so. If you can't switch languages, then I guess the next time you buy Windows or OS X, try to see if you can buy and install the English version. And then you're using the English version of the operating system, which is living in English. And similarly to Windows and OS X, if you have a smartphone, you're probably using Android or iOS, maybe Windows 8 or Windows Mobile or whatever they use. Again, you can switch languages for the OS. I have an iPhone, so I use iOS. I can change the language from English to Japanese very easily. And I think Android you can do the same thing. And probably with Windows, I don't know, but I imagine they can all do the same thing as far as switching the language of the operating system. So you should do that. It's funny because whenever I get a new student, one of the first things that I ask them is, may I see your phone, please? And they'll say, okay. So they take out the phone and they give it to me, and I look at it, and of course, it's all the menus, it's all in Japanese. So I say, okay, well, the first thing I would like you to do is to change your menus or your operating system to English. And their reactions are always very entertaining. It's like, oh, no, I can't do that. It's like, yes, you can. It's only really a few words. You use the same steps every day, over and over again. You go to your browser, you use the phone or whatever. You're always using the same steps over and over and over and over. For this, you can do it in English. Use your English in actual everyday life to do what you normally do. And so normally it takes a little bit of convincing, but then most of them do switch to English. And then I know that they are serious about learning English. Because really, to learn the words that you need for the functions that you use every day, there aren't that many words. Sometimes you may have to do something that is more complicated. In that case, change the language back and then do it in your language. But when you're finished that special task, go back to an English operating system. Change your menus to English. And it's just a little thing, yes, but it's a little bit more of living in English, of actually making English a part of your life, not something separate, not something that you set aside 1 hour a week to study. You bring it into your life, you make it part of your life. And even though it's just a little thing, it actually has a big impact on your thinking about English and how you think about it. So that's another idea. If you have a smartphone or even a dumb phone, a lot of them you can change the menus to English. So do that. That's one way. Next, eBay. eBay, I use eBay here from Japan, so I'm sure that from your country you could probably use eBay as well. It's a website that sells a lot of items by auction. Not everything is auction. You can also, a lot of sellers will put up items for sale with a buy now price. So you don't have to auction, you could just buy it. There's a lot of good deals on that website, and you can get a lot of good prices to buy the things that you already want. Again, this is another case of bringing English into your life and actually using the English to do something that you would already do anyway. So I don't know if eBay has different languages, but if you're using eBay in a different language, try switching to English and see if that helps. Although I think that a lot of the items are already listed in English, change the whole interface to English. And that's a little bit more English in your life. Amazon. It's a large bookseller online, but they don't only sell books. Now they sell all kinds of items. Again, in the last video, I talked about going to store websites to learn the vocabulary. Well, with Amazon and eBay, it's the same type of thing, except that you can use the website to actually buy things. I'm sure some of the store websites is the same, but my point here is don't only use it for input, but also use it to accomplish a task. Use it to accomplish a task, and you are just a little bit more living in English, okay? Yahoo Answers. If you don't know what this is, it's a website. Of course, Yahoo. It's on the Yahoo portal, but it's a site where you can go and you can ask any question you want, and other people, okay, not experts, just regular people, can answer your question. So if you want to ask a question such as, how many milliliters are there in a US cup? Now, the truth is, you could probably find that answer on another website. But if you put that question up on Yahoo Answers, somebody will see that question and they will answer that question for you. And they'll say, oh, in a US cup, there's 240 milliliters. So it's a great way of, it's kind of interesting. And it's a way that you can use, right? You can read of course, but if you have questions, you can ask those questions. Not only that, but you can also answer other people's questions. So go to Yahoo Answers, pick a topic that you're interested in, maybe sports, hobbies, pastimes, relationships, cars and motorcycles, sports, whatever interests you. Choose the topic, go into it, and look at the questions and see if you can answer them. Don't worry about mistakes in English. It's okay. Nobody cares, okay? Just use your English the best you can and try to answer some of the questions. This is another way that you can actually live in English, using the information and the knowledge and sharing your knowledge with everyone else. So that's a great way to actually use your English in real life. Forums, okay? Forums, it's a little different. It's, they're called discussion forums, okay? There are discussion forums all over the internet on all kinds of topics. Yahoo Answers is not really for discussion. It's mainly for people who have one question and several people answer and they choose the best answer and then it's finished. They close the question. Forums are areas where you can go and discuss topics, any topic that you want. If you're interested in snowboarding, do a search on Google for snowboarding forum and or discussion group, something like that, and you will get a lot of results of places where snowboarders get together to discuss mainly, not only, but mainly snowboarding. And these are called discussion forums or discussion groups. And it's a great, great way for you to get more information about your hobby or your interest, and also to share your ideas and your opinions with other people. And these forums often become, a small community where everybody knows each other a little bit better. Like sometimes they meet offline, probably, I don't know, but even so, by spending time on these forums, you get to know the other members. And I don't know, I'm not a big fan of becoming friends with people I've never met before, but I have participated in some forums, and I don't like to use the word friend perhaps, but almost, you get to know each other, and so you build a sense of community. And again, this is a way for you to really, really use your English, both input and output. And also, who knows, maybe you'll join a snowboarding forum, and maybe there will be some sort of group get together, or maybe a snow, everybody, hey, let's go snowboarding next weekend. You go snowboarding, you meet the other people on the forum, you might make friends. But anyway, even if you don't, the discussion is good for you, good for information and good for sharing. So do that. The comments section. Okay, if you are watching this on my website, below the video, you'll see a comments section. If you are watching this on YouTube, below there is a comments section. So a lot of blogs and websites today have a comments section. Use it. Share your ideas. Share your opinions with others. Read them. If you read the comments section, maybe you'll see something valuable. Maybe you'll see an opinion that you agree with. Well, if you agree, click on reply. Go, oh, that's that's a great idea. Yes, I agree. I think it's wonderful. Or if you disagree, say, oh, really? I have a different opinion. I think blah, 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 blah. And then share your opinion, which is different from that person. So this, of course, is not everything, but here are quite a few ideas on how you can use English in your everyday life. And they're small steps. You don't have to do everything today, but the more you do, the more you're living in English, and when you do this, you stop thinking about English as a hobby. You're bringing it into your life. You're using it, and it becomes simply a tool, just like, oh, I dropped my marker again. It becomes a tool just like your native language. So if you are a native French speaker, when you speak French, sometimes you learn new words. Maybe there's something you didn't know until now, or maybe there's a news story that talks about something that you never heard of before, and you're learning new words, right? But you're not studying French, right? That's your native language. You're simply learning new words, new concepts, new ideas. And you don't think about it as learning French. You don't think about it as studying French. You simply accept it without questioning it, because it's just a tool that you use in your everyday life. If you keep English as something separate, then you'll never get to that stage. You have to bring English into your life, make it a tool, not a hobby, and that is a very important step in making your English really, really good. So if you're not doing these things, try to do try to add one into your life every week or every 2 weeks, and try to increase your living in English. If you do this and you continue to do it, I guarantee you it won't be long before you're speaking great, speaking and reading and listening at a very high level. So absolutely, please give this a try. And I do have a few more videos that I would like to do for this series, so this is not the end yet. So I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please click on the like button. If you know anybody that is also learning English, please share this video with them. They could probably use the advice, so please do that. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon. Bye.